So what happens on the other side after a soul commits suicide or takes his own life? When they go to the other side, they are taken to either of three places. They can be taken to a contemplation area, quote unquote, where they're met with spirit guides who help them think about and contemplate what led them to that decision. The second thing that can happen is if the soul has faced a lot of damage, they can be taken to what is on the other side is equivalent to this side's hospital. This is a place where a soul goes to recuperate before they are taken to the contemplation area or a school where they get to see why they got to the point which they decided to take their own lives. And another thing that happens, another possibility that can happen is in the event that the loss was very traumatic on the soul, they are taken to a resting place. This is a place where a soul goes into very deep sleep until the trauma is erased, so that once they wake up and go to the school where they need to see what happened, they are not influenced by the trauma. So they are able to look at the situation with fresh eyes and come up with a better way of dealing with the issues. Such souls are not able to reincarnate immediately because usually it takes them quite a long time to have a broad scope of how they could have solved that problem or to understand what caused that problem in the first place. So they are not able to reincarnate immediately, and that is why they are taken to either of those places where they can first recuperate. But all along they have a guide to help them. Another thing that happens when the time comes when the soul to come back and balance off the karma, which we said is very bad karma, they do not have necessarily to pick the problems of the previous lifetime. They can come to other successive lifetimes which are easier on them, but then eventually they have to deal with the problems that they had to deal with because there's no escape. They have to deal with their karma. So the best thing that a soul can do is come into a lifetime where they have to face the problems that defeated them the first time. They come and hang in there until they live to a ripe old age in a very well balanced life, and then they depart. And then they come and do that a few more times because it's said that it takes a lot of time to pay back or to balance the karma that is caused by a suicide.